guys, welcome to Stargirl TV. Ilea here. Today we're going to be talking about makeup. And by makeup I mean prosthetics. Prosthetics is a fancy word for a special kind of makeup, like the kind of makeup that takes a lot of glue and latex. You know what I'm talking about. Like in order to make Jim Carrey look like the Grinch, or to make Arnold Schwarzenegger look like the Terminator when his face got blown off, or to make Lon Chaney look like the Phantom of the Opera in the 1931 film Phantom of the Opera. They used prosthetics. Makeup is so important. And people put up with a lot for makeup in film. It all started back in the humble days of early cinema, nearly 100 years ago. The year was 1931. The film was Frankenstein. This was a long time ago, okay, so bear with me. The big actor at the time, especially for horror movies, was this Hungarian guy named Bela Lugosi. You might recognize him as a little character called Dracula. So naturally, when Universal Studios decided to make Frankenstein, they approached Bela Lugosi to see if he would play the monster. Sidebar, the real monster in Frankenstein is the doctor. I just want everybody to understand that. Moving on. Bela Lugosi was not really crazy about playing the role of Frankenstein's monster because the monster doesn't technically have any lines. He just sort of growls a lot. Although, if you watch the movie, I think Bela Lugosi was like not really understanding what the whole point is because that monster is just so dear. Anyway, he said, okay, I'll play the part if you let me do my own makeup. And everybody's like, should we let him do his own makeup? So they had a compromise. They said, look, Bella, come in to an audition with the makeup that you would do for the role and we'll see if it works. So Bela Lugosi was like, yes, I will do that. I can't do a Hungarian accent, so sorry. Anyways, Bela Lugosi walks into the audition room and he's got this just terrible makeup job. They laughed at him so hard that he was like, I refuse to play this part. Any extra could play the role. I sound like Red from Orange is the New Black and she's Russian. He's Hungarian, you guys. He said any extra could play the part since there's no dialogue. So they gave it to Boris Karloff, who was working as an extra at the time. Mr. Karloff was like, heck yeah, I'll do anything to become a star. He didn't really say that, but he did accept the role. And they put so much makeup on him, you guys. So much makeup. I mean, the makeup back then, obviously it's come a long way, but he had to like sit for like 4 to 6 hours while they put the whole costume and makeup on, and then it took like an extra 2 hours to take it off, and his whole costume and everything was so heavy that he lost 20 pounds from just sweating in the suit. It was like a 50-pound suit that he had to wear, and he sweat so much that he lost 20 pounds while they were making the movie. Poor Boris. The director of the movie made him walk around with a bag over his head in between takes so that nobody would see what the makeup looked like before the movie came out. Because the makeup was so iconic, you guys. It defined what Frankenstein's monster looks like in our heads. Makeup still continues to play a huge part in transforming actors into roles. Aside from the grueling experiences that actors in the 30s and 40s had for applying makeup and prosthetics that weren't very advanced, actors still put up with a lot for makeup now. Think about X-Men. There's a character who's literally entirely just blue and covered in scales. You guys know who I'm talking about. Mystique. Rebecca Romijn, who originated the role of Mystique in X-Men, insert year of release here, she had a midnight call time so that she could be ready to film by 9 a.m. because it would literally take over 8 hours to apply all of her makeup. 8 hours. That's an entire day, and I don't even know how long it took to take all the makeup off. Makeup's important. You know, because as much as you can do as an actor to physically transform into a role, there are some things that can really only be done with makeup. You can study all you want to become a hobbit, but you're actually not gonna get big hairy feet and pointed ears. And the makeup can really help you transform into a role. I feel like we covered a lot of ground here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to Stargirl TV. You can also add me as a friend on the app. Here's my user ID. I'll see you next time.